Chapter 5. As Warren and Tobias were being dragged down a dimly lit corridor, the two figures began talking, irritated.
Nix, should we put them in a new room? Or back where we had them before? And who left the damn door unguarded?
Shrugging dismissively.
I don't have the faintest clue, nor do I care. But I say we put them in the dungeon.
Hesitant.
The dungeon? What about him? He's been down there alone for a pretty long time.
Laughing darkly.
Oh, how wonderful. Maybe he'll eat them both and save us the trouble. What a delightful thought.
Sargis groaned, clearly annoyed. They stopped in front of a wall. Nix placed his hand on it, and a glowing light appeared. Moments later, a hidden elevator door slid open. Muttering.
Come on, let's get these two down there. I'm already annoyed enough at having to deal with this.
As they entered the elevator, Warren stirred slightly, still pretending to be unconscious. He felt the sensation of movement and realized they were in an elevator. His mind raced as he tried to gather details without drawing attention to himself. We're in an elevator, he thought, his body remaining limp. After a moment, Warren cracked one eye open just enough to see the elevator panel. His stomach dropped as he noticed over 100 floors listed, with Nix having pressed A67. He quickly shut his eye again, careful not to give himself away. Meanwhile, Nix and Sargis carried on their conversation, unaware of Warren's ruse. So it's happening on April 5th, 2025, huh? Think they'll be ready by then? Smirking.
Doesn't matter if they're ready or not. What's coming, nothing can stop it.
The elevator came to a smooth stop with a soft chime. The doors slid open and Warren braced himself as Nix and Sargis dragged him and Tobias into a cavernous, dimly lit space. They tossed both men into a massive cell without a second glance. Over his shoulder, laughing,
Enjoy your stay, gentlemen.
The elevator doors closed behind them, leaving Warren and Tobias in eerie silence. The doors slid shut, and Warren lay still, waiting until the sound of the elevator faded away. Slowly, he sat up, his head pounding. He turned toward Tobias, who was still unconscious on the floor, whispering,
Tobias, wake up.
Before he could move closer, something caught his eye. A tall, shadowy figure emerged from the far corner of the cell, its movements slow and deliberate. Warren's heart raced, and he stumbled backward, barely stifling a gasp. Terrified.
Who's there?
The figure stepped into the faint light. It was a man, towering and broad, with a wild mane of hair and a thick, unruly beard. His piercing eyes seemed to glow faintly in the dimness. Grinning.
Hello there. It seems I've finally got some guests again.
Warren froze, his mind racing. Who was this man, and what had they just been thrown into?